Hi, I'm Sam Irwin, and today we're going to show you how to plant strawberries. This is how we plant strawberries on our farm when we're planting commercially for either fruit production or nursery production. But I know most of you aren't going to be planting lots of acres and tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of plants. So let's go over to the garden and let's see how you plant them in the gardens. Okay, so now we're back over here in the garden, and we tilled this up just the other day, and I'm going to rake out a row here. I've already got the string up so we can plant a nice straight row of strawberries. And let's start off with this plant. Here we have a plant that we're going to be putting in the ground. This is what we call the crown right here. This is the crown of the plant. It is very, very, very important to plant a strawberry correctly. If you plant a strawberry in the ground like this, the plant will actually live, but it won't shoot runners out. If you completely cover the crown and the plant with dirt, it won't grow at all. You only have this margin of error right here, maybe a half, 3/4 of an inch, to make your plant grow correctly. So, let's get down here. If you're just planting a few strawberries, this would be the way you'd probably do it, is just with a hand trowel. You dig a nice hole. It's very important that when the roots go in the ground, they grow straight. You don't want to have them do what they call J-rooting. You don't want to dig the hole too shallow. It would actually be better to cut the roots off and plant them shallow than to have them go like this. But in most garden situations, you can dig it deep enough. So that looks about right. I'm going to make some mud here so it's nice and happy when it gets started. Get the dirt around it, kind of press it down so you know, even after a rain, the plant is planted just right. You see how the crown's coming out? That's a very well planted strawberry. Now if you're doing 25 or so, that's probably how you're going to want to do it. Let's just say you're doing maybe a few hundred and you want to go a little faster and you have some irrigation you put on. I like to use a stick, just a stick I measured out to be 18 inches. You can just put it down and mark your next plant. Or you could take a shovel like this, and I measured it earlier, and 18 inches, because that's how far apart I like to plant them. 18 inches comes to right here. So I just planted this plant right here like this. Take it up, shove it in really, rock it back, and then you can either plant with water now or irrigate, but it's very important that you do irrigate them. And then you put this shovel down like this, come up and plant your next one. Now if you don't have irrigation, you still need to come back here and water this really well. You see how as I put this water in here, I'm already seeing that we got to put more dirt in here to have this planted correctly. Now another thing about planting strawberries is you never want to use starter fertilizer. You never want to use any fertilizer in your water. The roots are very, very sensitive to fertilizer and it'll burn them and they won't grow. Sometimes you can even kill them with it. So don't use anything other than just plain water when you're planting your strawberries. Or you can use some planting gel if you want for moisture retention, but don't use any fertilizer that could burn the roots. These guys look happy and they got a great start. I'm Sam Irwin with Indiana Berry. Check us out on the internet, indianaberry.com.